How's it going? How's it going? So, want to talk about a couple things. Been really uh, just listening into Miles Monroe, uh, and man, I'm gonna tell you some great things about when people are asking me why am I giving this knowledge and this content for free, and not knowing, just listen to what he said is that you know it's biblical in the Bible where they say that um, you be faithful of little and he will bless you with many, right? It's not word verbatim, word by word, what it says in the Bible, but I am close, right? So if you are faithful of little, God will bless you with a lot. And so, what I realize in America, what we are faced with today, is that everybody, it's about self. You go to the restaurants right now, is that nobody is a servant leader anymore. Nobody wants to take the time to greet you or take the time to give you water, and take their time to come to your table. And so what I decide is that if I go to a restaurant and I go to a store and no one acknowledge me, or they come to my table, or they ask me, how can I help you, I walk away from the store. I'm old enough to know the game. I'm not going to play games with you. If you don't have time to be a servant leader, and that's what your role is, when you are uh, the face of a company or a corporation, your job is to take care of the customers, right? And so when you are not taking care of the customers, then guess what? You lost a customer for life. I'm I'm not gonna play those games, right? And so the reason I'm able to grow my business and grow is because of good customer service, right? And I just tell you that today I dropped off a client product, right? And guess what? The neighbor said, "Hey, you have a business card or you have a flyer that I can utilize your service?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And was able to give them a flyer and tell them that what, we do consumer to consumer, we do business to business, um, and if you want, give me a call personally, and I'll make sure that if I have the capacity to deliver your products, I'll deliver it. I told them if I have to rent a bus truck, because no longer that I have the box trucks in my fleet after the COVID situation. But guess what? If it's worth me securing a client, I would do whatever I need to do legally to make sure that we get their business, right? And so I'm baffled when I see people allow these individuals to be the face of their companies, and they are not customer focused. And so it goes back to what I was alluding to earlier. And I was just basically saying that uh, when you serve many, right, you automatically, universally, you will continue to be blessed. So, when I give out the free content, and I get it, a lot of people want to say they are, they got to make their money, and what, I'm not here to bash anyone else, but what I will tell you is, we live in a world of no lack at all, and so I always look at it, and I learned this early on from from one of my mentors in a previous company that I worked from, Darnell Self, you know, and what he told me was essentially, right, if you take a candle and then you have one that's already is lit and the other candle is not lit, right? What does that one candle take away from the other candle if you light it? Lighting a candle doesn't take out the flame from the other candle, right? And that's what it is with life. It takes away nothing for me to give information to you, right? Matter of fact, I endorse giving information to you, right? Because I've been doing this business for 7 years. I don't want anyone to fall on their face. I don't want someone after 1 month, after buying a cargo van, saying, hey, I quit, right? But if they have the tools, right, which is the book that I already took time, right? As you can see, this is me. I took time to put 58 to 60 pages of content in a book that you can get on Barnes & Noble, you can get on Walmart, you can get on Amazon, you can get on Ingram Spark, you can get it on all these different platforms. And matter of fact, we are in 23 countries. My book that God has blessed me with the content, because I can't take any credit, he instilled it in me, right? And so I am so thankful and I'm grateful that it's a platform that I can speak to you guys and tell you it is important that you understand is that get away from the negative energy. Get away from the non-believers, right? What I realize is if you are an eagle, right, and you are a pigeon, what are the difference between the birds? Pigeon, typically, they hang around other pigeons. An eagle soars 3,000 to 3,500 feet in the air. And when you look at an eagle, that's who you want to be. You never see an eagle hanging around with another eagle. You know why? Because of elevation. They soar away from everybody else. And that's what makes them different than any other animal on the earth. I want to soar my wings and I want to get as high as I can, right? And I want to be the best person that God has put me on this earth to be. So guys, when I tell you, it's important that when you are quitting on your business, you're not quitting on just you. You're quitting on your unborn kids, your grandkids, your grandkids' kids. You are quitting on generations because you decided to quit, and you was just right there from a breakthrough, but you couldn't wait long enough in order for you to get your fruit and labor because of the seeds that you have planted early. When you look at planting seeds in April, and you have all this rain typically happen in April, guess what? You have all the weather conditions. Some of the rain might wipe some of the seeds away. You have birds, where birds might steal some of your seeds. But if you put enough seeds in the grass, eventually those seeds are going to go in your soil, and they're going to develop a script that allowed it to blossom into grass. And that's where you at, guys, in your life, is the seeds are already planted in the soil. And God is the person that's going to blossom you. Guys, I'm telling you, Have faith in the process. Do not give up.